Yeah. Good God morning. Good God morning. How is everyone? Good God morning. It is cold in Washington, D.C. This cold does not mean anything to me. This cold does not mean anything. Yes, I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day. Welcome to lesson 20 in A Course in Miracles. Isn't it amazing? I apologize for being a few minutes late. My heat went out last night. And so I was just trying to get ready to go to this 3-hour job that I have. See, I'm still teaching. I started teaching in 1975. Yeah. But I'm still teaching. I teach at the Southeast Welding Academy, where I comprise the program and actually have been teaching there. We've graduated over 100 students, men and women, young and old, and most of them are still welding. Isn't that amazing? In fact, I saw a student of mine last week came in to recertify his welding certificate. I just feel so good about that part of my life because I give other people a way and a career to feed themselves and their family. Isn't that amazing? Welders make a lot of money, especially seasoned welders. So this camera is not quite right. Let's fix it. That's a little bit better. So, Father God, we come here today to get closer to you, to open our consciousness to you, Father, that we may build our spirit to lead us and guide us through this thing called life here in this body. Ooh, that sometimes gives us angst and anxieties about the things that we see and the things that we feel. We are here, I believe, to grow stronger in our connection to you. So we ask you, Father, for this ability, for this loving contact, to seek ye first, and the kingdom shall be ours. Yes, yes, I think so. Amen. And so it is. So this computer is what it is, and life is good and all is well, right? Let's see if I can get this thing right. I feel like listening to some music, but I know on Facebook that would not be right because guess what? That would not be helpful. Let's put it that way, because they are so funny about that. My glasses are acting crazy. But anyway, it is so nice to be here with you today. It really is. No matter what the outside looks like, I am still pleasantly pleased to share this information with you. It helped me, and I pray that it helps you. Hey, Durian, how are you, girl? We gotta hook up. It's great to have you. Thank you. So today's lesson is amazing. I want to add something to it, but I'm going to take it just as it comes, and I hope that you do the same. For today's lesson is, I am determined to see. I am determined to see. And see, I'm in my mind, because I've been doing this for a minute, I want to say I am determined to see the truth. But that's not the lesson for today. I just want to see. And what do I want to see? Let's begin the lesson. Let's breathe, because a lot of times when I started out with this, with the Course in Miracles, I had a lot of angst and anxiety because it was new. It was definitely a new way to think. There's no question about that. So I like to read exactly what the book says. And this is the lesson 20, although I know that this is not day 20. Somehow or another, we got a little behind. But the thing about the Course in Miracles that I love so well is that you don't have to go in exact order. Although we are going in order, you don't have to. Once you get the book, you can do whatever you want and read whatever you want. There is no right or wrong way to do this. It's just an idea to open, or a method to open your mind to a greater consciousness without all the ego getting in the way. So we have been quite casual about our practice periods thus far. There has been virtually no attempt to direct the time for undertaking them. Minimal effort has been required, and not even active cooperation and interest have been asked. This approach has been intentional and very carefully planned. We have not lost sight of the critical importance of the reversal of your thinking. The salvation of the world depends on it. Let me repeat that. We have not lost sight of the critical importance of reversal of your thinking. Reversal of your thinking. Didn't it say you should? The Bible talks about renewing the mind. You're on that path. The salvation of the world depends on it. Yet you will not see if you regard yourself as being coerced, or if you give in to resentment or opposition. It might be there, but don't give in to it. Just keep practicing. Because this is new. It is a brand new study for some of us. Some of us have been on this path for a very long time. But for the most part, it's all new to us. This is our first attempt to introduce structure. Do not misconstrue it as an effort to exert force or pressure. No pressure. You want to let me say this. You want to excuse me. Oh, really? I'm sorry. Something's happening here. And I don't understand why. I apologize. Okay. My computer went berserk, but that's all right. We can keep it on. Okay, so now let's get back to this. Thank you for your patience. So it says, this is no force. We're not trying to, the book itself, the people, the author, God himself does not force us to do anything. You want salvation. I want salvation. You want to be happy. I definitely want to be happy. And you want peace. I definitely want peace. You do not have them now because your mind is totally undisciplined. And you cannot distinguish between joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, love and fear. You are now learning how to tell them apart. Yes. And great indeed will be your reward. To know the difference between those things will give us joy and peace, harmony. Your decision to see is all that vision requires. Your decision to see is all that vision requires. What you want is yours. Do not mistake the little effort that it takes. Please do not mistake the little effort that it takes. It is yours. It is for you to ask for an indication that your goal is of little worth. Can the salvation of the world be as trivial, a trivial purpose? And can the world be saved if you are not? God has one Son, and He is the resurrection and the life. His will is done because all power is given to Him in heaven and on earth. In your determination to see His vision given you. In determination to see His vision given you. So if you want to see, vision will be given to you. So now understand this, well, my understanding of this, vision does not mean right now that it will be feeling good. Vision is just given to you when you ask for it. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to feel good about it, but you will see. For remember, we are here to see. I am determined to see. I am determined to see. Are you? It brings tears to my eyes because a lot of times what we see for truth, we don't want to believe it. Somebody told me one time, if somebody tells you who they are, believe them. And sometimes they don't have to tell you because they can show you. So the exercises for today consist in reminding yourself throughout the day that you want to see. That you want to see. Today's idea also implies the recognition that you do not now see. Therefore, as you repeat the idea, you are stating that you are determined to change your present state for a better one, and one you really want. I am determined to change my present state for a better one. Repeat today's idea slowly and positively at least twice an hour today. Attempting to do it every half an hour. You can put a timer on your phone that will beep to remind you. Do not be distressed if you forget to do so, but make a real effort to remember. I am determined to see. The extra repetitions should be applied to any situation, person, or events that upset you. You can see them differently, and you will. Let me repeat that. You can see them differently, and guess what? You will. What you desire, you will see. Such is the real law of cause and effect. You remember that. You guys remember that spiritual law, right? Cause and effect. Now remember, it doesn't necessarily mean that cause has to come after the effect. Sometimes the effect comes before you realize the cause. The effect as it operates in the world. Cause and effect as it operates in the world. So remember, the thought for today is, I am determined to see. When your heart starts hurting or you feel kind of angst and anxiety, just say, I am determined to see. I am determined to see. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. This is a relief from, I know I find it a relief from angst and anxiety, disappointment, and stuff. Just stuff. Let's change our belief system. Let's change our life because we can do it. Like we can do it. I've had a crazy weekend. Heat went out, so I'm sitting around here with heaters in my house. They're coming to fix it today, but it's been cold outside. So my thought for this weekend was, this cold means nothing to me. This cold means nothing to me. But, or I should say, and I am grateful to just work with you and me to remind myself I am determined to see. Every half hour, I am determined to see. Not I'm determined. I am determined. Remember that I am is the name of God. So you're calling to God. I am determined to see. I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day. And I want to thank you for joining me. Share this out. Someone may need this thought for today. Someone may need to have a difference in their thinking. I want to thank you guys, Clarissa, Tana, Doria. I want to thank you for joining me. Share this out. Have a good God day. Like my I Am affirmation page, because before the end of the year is out, I will be chiming in from that page. That's also where you can buy my book, I Am Affirmations for the Living. 365 or more affirmations given to me by God when I needed to know who I am. I am grateful. Have a good God day. Know that I am determined to see. See you later. Again, I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day. Be blessed. Be blessed.